Hey guys, I'm back for another video and welcome to my game. And this is the next update. I think this is number 4 and I'm super excited. As you can hear, there is some music and this is made by Glenn actually. And he may or may not be making the music for the game, but he made this piece as a sort of test for the menu music. So anyway, in this update, I added a ton of stuff, including the capability to have music, of course, and animations. Look at this guy, he's running. And then, of course, when you go up the stairs, he starts walking. So there's different animations for walking and running. And I could switch between running and walking by pressing shift. And it's a toggle, because we all know how annoying it is to hold down shift in an RPG game. But anyway, yeah. That's some pretty cool stuff. So, let's see, what are some other features? Let's just listen to the rest of this music. Boom. And then it ends. It's supposed to be loopable, but I did not add that capability to the game yet. So, that was pretty awesome, and props to Glenn for getting into music and actually making something of really high quality for something that he's only been involved in a couple months. Like, if you were to go back, like, 6 months, he didn't know anything about music. To the level, of course, he did now. I mean, he probably knew stuff, but he wasn't nearly as into it. But anyway, let's get to game features. So, as you can see, we've got animating, walking, running, switching between the two with the toggle. Pretty cool stuff. And some minor changes. If you go to the set light command, instead of, like, 100 being the maximum, or what was it? 100 was the lowest level of light, which made no sense because, of course, 100 would mean like it's a percent. So if I were to set light 100, sets it to the maximum amount of light. Set light 0, 0 light. So what I did is I just made it flip-flop. So instead of 100 being the highest possible darkness value, if you want to call it that, now it's 0. That makes more sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you probably didn't see the most recent videos of this little series here. So anyway, yeah, I can set the light in a room. So set light, set light, set light 80. And this is what the last episode was like. I'm going to leave it at 100 because I like 100. So the next change, let's go outside. Yes. We are actually outside, and there's fences, and you can't see the border of the map when you're outside, and there's this huge lawn, and as you can see, the frame rate in the lawn is greatly improved, although it's not perfect. One thing I discovered about this game is that the maximum frame rate is 65. That, for some reason, it won't go any higher, and yes, I can calculate FPS now. It's a thing in Game Debug that what I do is I basically replace the coordinates with a frame rate counter. Oh, and this is a parking lot that I just decided to start making, but as you can see, there's no ID for the line, so I just kind of put the grid tile there. And there's the end of the map. If you guys don't know, that's what the end of the map looks like. It's just a void, which is why I put these fences here, so you can't see the edge of the map. So down here, of course, I need to limit you from going past like this point. But awesome stuff. Today I added this actually. I made the boring old lawn that was, of course, just a big 1000 by 1000 area. I made that into a 200 by 200 area and then made all this in it. So 1000 by 1000 is ridiculously big, guys. That's 1,000,000 tiles. I really don't need to be able to load that much at once. Like, that's a feat for any computer, to be honest. So what I did is I made the maximum size for a level, a single area, to be 200 by 200. Because if I go any higher than that, then the game frame rate starts to go down, and I do not want people to make custom levels that lag people's games. So yeah, so that's a big feature, but not the coolest one. There is one more that I can think of at the moment. There's probably others. Okay, so back into the level editor we go. So as you can see, this thing follows my mouse. I can just be like beep beep, put down some tiles, but then of course I don't want to do that. So let's do give 3 and get rid of that. There we go. We have a new tool. So /use fill. This is the fill tool. So when I click on a location, let's say here, it only puts down one tile in the level editor, but look what happens when I go back into the game. Boom! It filled the whole area with tile. So if I were to then do give 2, which is grass, boom, now it's all grass. And of course, so on, and let's put it back. So let's do /give3, which is the ID of the floor there, and there we go. And it works with any size area, any shape as well. So if I were to select this outer area here, do /give1, which is the stone texture, boom. And ka-chunk. Now it's all stone on the second floor for whatever reason. So yeah, it works with any size area. And actually, for the ultimate test, if I were to just do give 3, of course, I just want to set this back before I do any testing. Oh, that's the wrong. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, I messed it up. I broke it. Okay. Because now if I it'd fill the whole area. So let's load my previous save. I do not want to mess with the map. That would be bad. And loading and saving, unfortunately, is kind of a long process, which is something I'm going to fix in the future. But anyway, now that we're back in the lawn, let's actually use the fill tool to do this. And I filled the whole lawn. Yay! But of course, it filled only the inside here. So if I were to do /give and then 2, we'll go back to grass. And then outside here, as you can see, the edge of the map is over there. And this is supposed to be the mansion, but of course, I still haven't nailed the 3D aspect of map making yet. So I need to work on that. Okay, so the last time I'm going to use this, let's do /fill, or not fill, /give, and what ID should we do? Let's do 5. And then I just do this. And then I go back in the game, and boom. Now the outer edge here is all that color, that old wood texture. So let's just set that back real quick. Hello, Windows sound. Give 2. And it fills super fast. That's a 200 by 200 area, minus this little middle section here. But yeah, so that's that feature. So actually, one thing I want to show you guys is, oh yeah, perspective is a thing as well. I'm like running here, and you can see my coordinate is where my feet are. So of course, with this camera angle in mind, it would make sense that I'm running in front of the wall. And those are supposed to be windows up there, but they're derpy because I don't have a window texture yet, but whatever. And I can go inside of there, and now I'm back in here. Now, one thing I didn't mention yet is the NPCs. They have gone through an overhaul of changes. But of course, there's only one of them here, so I'm going to have to make a couple. So excuse me for a minute while I make a couple NPCs. Alright, I actually decided I'm going to go outside for this, and I might as well type in the command on camera. So create NPC, and then we're going to do the area, which is wherever we are, which is the yard. And then we're going to do the X coordinate. Let's do 120 and 80. And then we're going to take the file name in which we're going to take the skin from. Let's do Bob. And we're going to name him, what should we name him? YouTube. Because I feel like it. Bam. And there he is. There's an NPC. Let's talk to him, actually. Hello, NPC. Oh, wait, I need to talk from, like, over here. YouTube, ... He doesn't have any dialogue yet. And they roam around randomly, and they have animations just like I do, which is absolutely... Look at this. They look exactly the same. So, you're probably wondering what happens if I were to hit them. Oh, of course, hitting them is a little weird because, the hit detection is a little off now. Hey, look! Run away! Ah, no! He's running away from me because I hit him. He's like, yeah, don't get me. Yeah, run away. Oh, boy, we're in sync right now. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you have nowhere to run now, boy. So, that's another glitch right there. Look, I'm standing on his head. What it should do is when I'm in that coordinate, like when I'm in the coordinate above him, it should draw him on the screen after me, because what that does is it gives the effect that I'm like behind him. But yeah, if I were to be in front of him, then that makes sense. But of course, now he's kind of stuck there, so I need to create another one. And let's call him Test, and instead of looking like Bob, he's going to look like Bill, which I believe is the blue one. And he should be up here somewhere. Hello, NPC. Are you over here? I, of course, have to run a lot. There he is. Hello. Look at this. If I were to say, go in front of him. Yeah, see? That's the effect I'm going for. If he stops freaking moving. Hey, you need to stop moving. There. See, it makes sense. I'm running in front of the guy. If I were to go like, oh, that was weird. Yeah, so he's behind me. So that little effect there, that 3D aspect of things. So the least 3D thing of this whole game right now is this building. Like, this does not look 3D at all on the edges. So I might need a little bit of help as far as figuring out how to do that, because that would be insane. So I think, I don't know, I added a couple more features, one of which is screenshots. It's actually been around for a while, but I just didn't get to show it off. So let's do it right now. Let's take a couple of nice screenshots. Here, let's make another NPC. So we're going to have Joe, which is the blue one, and we're going to call him Test 2. I'm pretty sure I have a Test 1 already. All right, we're just going to put him there for reasons. Okay, he's looking at a wall. Oh, there we go. F2, boom. Just like Minecraft, actually. F2 is the button for taking screenshots. Boom, boom. Okay, I took a couple screenshots. So if I were to go to my monitor, as you are about to see, yay, here I am. Woo. And there's some NPCs running around, as you can see. So what I can do now is I just open Steam. Cancel, get out of here. Okay, so let's go to screenshots. Oh, that's actually the Minecraft screenshots folder. Whoops. Alright, so let's go on to my little drive here. Screenshots, boom. And it lists them all right here. So, if I were to put on preview mode, I don't know how to do that. You know what? I'm just going to click them. And as soon as Windows decides to respond, you can, there you go. And here is a screenshot that we just took. Look at that. Boom. That's the screenshot we just took, and there's a couple of them that are a little old. Let's see. There's one from over there. What did I just do? Oh, I just confused myself a little bit. And then you got this one. Then you have this one. And that one. And they're formatted in the same way as the Minecraft screenshots, as you can probably tell. Like, they tell you the date in which they were taken, and that's how they name it, which is a great system, because then you don't get repeats with names, and it's really good. So, surprisingly, they're all different file sizes, which is very strange, because, like, they're all the same resolution, but I don't know. So, anyway, that's the screenshots feature. Oh yeah, there's another feature that's really cool that I want to show you guys. Okay, before I do anything, let's add a couple NPCs. So we're going to call this one G. I don't know why. And we're going to call this one U. And we're going to call this one UT. We're going to call this one UTU. Oh my god. YouTube. We're spawning in a lot of guys, as you could probably tell. So Bill, and we're going to call him U. Copy that command there. And I just started playing the music again by accident, because I pressed the button. Whatever, we can listen to that one more time. R. And there you go. Now there's a ton of NPCs. So if I have a couple commands that edit the AI of these guys. So let's do /instigate. Ah, they're all running at me! Ah, no, they're really glitchy looking. Yeah. Hello. What is it, a little creepy? Hello. You're all running at me and sync, and it's really weird. Okay. /scare. Ah, run away! Oh, this is so great. And then we could do /instigate to get them out of there. And then let's do /freeze, which is a command that was already there, and you're all stuck there. Yeah. And I can't talk to them when they're frozen, of course. So now, let's do /calm, which just turns them back to normal AI mode. And of course, if I hit one, then it's gonna scare him off. And there he goes, right away! Ah! So, oh my goodness, this is the best. I might add footstep sounds eventually. I just started typing in dingy. I just did it again. Stop typing. Yeah. Hit him. There we go. I love messing with these guys. I created all of them too. That's the weird part. So, one thing I didn't mention is where I got these textures from for the Sprite Sheet. This is actually the character, the main male character in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So, yeah. I needed to get some sort of a template, something to just work with to get the system working, and then I'll change the image to something else later. But of course, for now, I just set it to be the Pokemon character. And I mean, it's kind of similar to the Pokemon games. I mean, look at that. It's the same system as the Pokemon games right there. So I'm actually going to show you guys how the sprite sheet works. Here we go. So let's go to monitor. Oh my goodness, all these guys running around. So now if I were to go to, we need to go to textures, characters, test character.png, which is my character, and it's loading. There it is. All right. So here you go. This is the sprite sheet. And as you can see, it's just a bunch of little boxes separated by a purple line. And these 3 images right here are one walking animation in the up direction. Then these 3 are for walking down, left, and right. These over here. And then this other set of 3 here is for running. So in total, it is 1, 2, 3, it's 12, 24 images. Wait, is that 12? Yes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 24 images, I'm a derp. But I have space for some other animations there that only require 2 frames, like maybe going back to Pokemon, I guess, using the fishing rod, or, I don't know, opening a chest if you're going with Zelda. But, yeah, a couple, as you can see, it's only 3 images for one walk cycle. The way it works is that you start off standing, and then you step forward, which you put 1 foot out. Then you're like this again. Then you have the other foot out. Then you're like this again. So it's basically left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, middle, left. And you just keep repeating that over and over again. And you've got a walking animation. And it looks pretty fluid for only using 3 images. And his foot is a little glitchy there. And I had to scale these images so they might look a little off from the original. But yeah, so it looks smooth enough. To be honest, I don't think it needs any changing. I love the system here. So, I don't know how I figured that out by looking at a sprite sheet for this character, but I did. And it turns out it works, like, perfectly. One thing I'm actually going to do is something that I've had for a while now that I just haven't bothered to show off, is, like, the files that go into this game. So, you've got the game data folder, which contains all of your information as to, like, the types of things. So, this is container types. You got your wood chest and your backpack. And then you got door types. You just have the wooden door. It's the only door in the game right now. Item types. And you have the ID, which for a lantern is 0. You have its value, I think. No, you have its weight. Then you have its value. Then you have whether it's stackable or not, and lanterns are not stackable. And then you have the description that you see when you look at it in the inventory like this. See, of course, you got these. And I fixed the mouse thingy. So, yeah, that's a feature that's been broken for 2 episodes. So, yeah, you get the descriptions here. And, like, for a key, for example, it's got an ID of 4, a name of key. It's only worth 1. Actually, no, it weighs 1, worth 100. It's not stackable, and use this to open doors is the description. So, let's see. And, of course, I've actually configured the game to read text files, which is how a lot of this works. Object types, you got your invisible barrier. You have an NPC barrier, which is a work in progress, which is kind of like a barrier, but only for NPCs. Like, I can pass through the area, but NPCs cannot. Then you have a rock, then you have fences, and then you have all the fence posts. And then you go to settings, you got the resolution, you have the tile size, which is the zoom. And then you have debug mode, which I have set to true right now, which is why you're able to see a couple labels there. And then tile types, of course, you got your grid, stone, grass, wood, wood stairs, redwood, wood walls, a flipped version of the wood wall, and then you have darkness, which is what's in here and in there. You just have black. And then you have pavement, which is at the bottom towards the parking lot. I don't know why there's a parking lot for a mansion. Don't ask. I just wanted to make something. And then you got your saves folder. And organizing these saves was so annoying. But you got your save, you got your temp save, and then you got your default save. And the default is like beginning of the game, like as if you deleted your save file. And that's just what it's like at the beginning. So this is what the game takes after. So when you first get the game, of course, there's no save, no temp save. It's just default. But a save basically stores all the areas and all their information. And then you have the NPCs, and they have a text file for each one. And yes, there are an absolute ton of files here. So I'm going to have to delete a lot of these because they're all tests. And then you got your inventory, which is basically just reduced down to a text file. And you have your player data, which is your location in the yard. Then you got the coordinate. Then you have your direction, which 1 is up, 2 is down, 3 is left, 4 is right. And then I don't remember what the 1,000... Oh, I think that's health. Yeah, 1,000 health and then 1,000 maximum health. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Okay, so that's how the saves work. You got your screenshots, which goes without saying. It's just a bunch of images. Then you got sounds, environment, chest closed, chest open, into door, and pop. And of course, pop. That's picking up items. And then you got your music, and you got the title thing. And you also got another one. Why is that only 9 KB? What the frick? Why is that only 9 kilobytes? And this is 400, I don't know. And then you got village, which is a looping village theme that Glenn also made, but I'm not going to show it. And then you got your textures, you got your character, then you got your environment, you got containers like the backpack and the wood chest. Doors, you got the 2 variants of a door. Terrain objects, you got your fences in here, you got your NPC barrier, your invisible barrier, and the rock. Tiles, you got all the tiles, and then I'm actually thinking about tile shading, which is going to be interesting. And then you got darkness, which is literally just a freaking... Why do I even have that? I don't even need darkness or pause.png in there anymore. Ah, I didn't even know that. I could literally just get rid of those because I made it generate those images while in game. So there we go. We got rid of those. So yeah, that's the inner workings of the file system for this game. And that's only like not even half of it. Most of the inner workings is in here, the code, the scary crap. Well, that's it for this video, guys. So leave a like down below if you enjoyed. And of course, tell me features to add to this game because I'm pretty sure it's gotten to the point where I could just add whatever the heck I want. And it might become an official game put up on Steam. I don't know. Performance is the biggest problem right now. You guys don't know it, but the frame rate right now on like my computer is like 58. And that's not the maximum. That's because this area is quite large. So I need to optimize the game to work with every size area, even on the crappiest of laptops. And I'm going to have to get my hands on one for testing purposes. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.